Welcome to Stage Mom Podcast, a podcast for breakthrough bands and artists. Today we have Spine. Spine is an art rock band out of South Florida. If you guys want to see what a keytar looks like, you definitely need to check them out. This band has such a unique sound, you will become addicted from the first note. Don't miss anything they have to offer, so make sure you go follow their Instagram. It's Spine with an exclamation point at the end.
It's
Okay. All right. So I'm here with Spine. I'm going to have you go around and introduce yourselves.
All right. So I'm Jason Gonzalez. I'm a singer and a guitarist of Spine.
Okay.
I'm Leonard, the bassist. Yeah.
Who do you got there next to you on your shoulder?
Oh, we got Cavins. He couldn't make it today. He doesn't want to talk. It's okay.
I'm Max. I play drums, and I do a little bit of tomfoolery.
I got my own mic. We're doing both, though. I'm Danny. I play synths and Rock Band 3 controller.
Okay. So you guys are a fairly new band. When did you guys form this? And I have to hear about the name, how you got that.
Okay. So, hold on. All right.
Yeah, you can do the name.
In what, September or something? In September. My friends and I, it was Jason, Leonard, me, and then from Still Blue, Yamil.
Okay.
And we would just do a jam every Sunday for no real reason. And then Yamil had a gig coming up on October, and he let us know that, and he said that he needed a rock punk kind of band or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we just put something together called Tone Deaf for that because it
Okay.
was Deftones, but we switched.
Right.
So so we did that gig, and we decided to keep the band together, but we didn't really do any more gigs until. Whoops. We didn't do that many gigs. We didn't do any gigs until February.
Okay.
And okay. You do the name because I don't remember exactly how it happened.
So the name, we were just trying to come up with something different because Tone Deaf is cool and all, but I guess we just didn't like that it was a play on words or a joke or whatever. And I was like, oh, we gotta change it. And I typed something in the group chat. It was so dumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was
I was like, are we rehearsing today? Or so. Yeah. You said.
it was a mistype. It auto corrected at the end, and it was Spine.
I said, are you guys down to do X, whatever it was? And
Yeah.
you were trying to say down.
Yeah, I was trying to say down, and then it said Spine.
And I was like, dude, that's a sick name.
I was like, yeah, let's do it.
That was literally.
It's so funny how people come up with their names. Yeah. That's funny. So it really has no meaning. It was just a
I
spell.
don't really try to
Correct word.
overthink about stuff like that. As long as it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's funny how many names we tried to come up with before that happened.
Yeah.
When you try hard is when it's like,
doesn't work.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so Max, you're in another band.
Yeah.
How are you managing that?
Luck.
Luck. Yeah.
Pure luck. I've had 3 gigs in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's happened a couple times, or Friday, Saturday, and things like that with different bands that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not scheduling between the different bands. I'm just getting lucky.
Right.
So at some point we're gonna misschedule, or I'm gonna let people know I can't do this day because I already have a gig this day.
Right. So how are you going to do that though? Let's say,
Well, I'm lucky enough.
no, but let's say your one band has a gig offer in a really good one in Boynton Beach, and then Spine has one in Fort Lauderdale at the same time. Who are you going to pick? Not to put you on the spot. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm relying on.
Would you guys ever opt to have someone sit in for him if it came to that? Or are you guys nope, this is the band and we won't do that?
It's hard to replace Max.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
He is.
And
For real.
it's because all the instrumentation and all, he just does a bunch of crazy stuff on the drums that I don't think anyone else can do.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not saying no one else can, but haven't seen anyone else do it.
Right.
So it's just really hard to replace him.
No, he's very talented. He really is.
He's also very young. Like for the fact that he plays drums the way he does. Like I met him when he was like 16, and I was blown away. Like 14. Wow. I mean, dude, I was like, who is this kid, bro? Like, I was like, I need to start a band with him. But he was really into like jazz and all that back then.
That's why he's such a good drummer.
Yeah, I mean,
It's those jazz drummers. Do you play jazz also?
I still do a little bit, yeah,
Mhm.
but not as much. Right now, I'm just going into. Right now, I'm just. Oh my god! Right now, I'm just going into anything.
a lot to get
I'm
used
doing
to.
a little bit of house, a little bit of, Stellis, and also Spine, and literally anything else.
So let's talk about how you guys met.
I met Leonard in high school. We were 14, and I think he was the only guy that I knew that played guitar, and it was history class. History class. Oh wow, that's really funny. And yeah, I mean, I would just bother him. Like I didn't have any friends, so like I looked at the first kid in front of him, in front of me, and I was like, okay, let me just. Back then, we would like slap each other's necks. So like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, yeah, it was history class, and then I remember the first time we ever had to like sit together was some group project or something with what was his name, Andres or whatever.
Andres, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that kid, but
Hey, shout out Andres, bro.
yeah, if he's still in Honduras, I hope he's doing great. I hope.
Not at all.
But yeah, it was history class, and then I met Max like. I don't know, like when we started the band, I never knew about the oh, I knew of, right, it was with Cavens. We went, yeah, it was true. We played basketball together. He was shirtless, and no one told him to take his shirt off, but he decided. It wasn't that hot. Just keep the shirt on. Like, it's not. Do better. That's awesome.
And the rest was history.
Danny, how do you meet us?
Well, so initially I met these guys through Yamil. I actually work with Yamil at School of Rock. I guess I'm shouting out School of Rock right now. So I'm a teacher there.
Which one?
I teach at both School of Rock Coconut Grove and School of Rock Coral Gables, and I'm going to be the music director at School of Rock Doral once it opens up in June. Yeah. So things are going well. I'm in a few different bands too, but this is the one band I play synths with, right? So I met these guys through Yamil, through that job, because he started the band initially for the Halloween gig.
Okay.
And they needed someone that played synths, but to fit the campiness of Halloween, I played guitar. And like, that's something I bought for the job because I was often like wanting to be in the rooms with one piano because I would always get up, point the notes out for the kids, and then sit back down. I'm like, okay, let me just wear the piano. So that way they could
That's
see.
so awesome.
And now I'm here. And then I've figured because the whole Rock Band 3 guitar thing was a sort of bridge because I'm a guitar player first and foremost, right? So I try to bridge that gap with the left hand. And then now we have like our own little sort of vibe. We have like 4 guitars on stage, and then like an electric keyboard thing. It's pretty cool.
It's yeah. When I saw you guys play at O'Malley's, I was blown away. You guys are so good. Really,
so much.
really
Yeah,
good.
we really appreciate it. We put a lot of time into it. Like it's a lot of like thought. Like I mean, dude, I used to practice like in front of a mirror, and I'm sure like a lot of bands do that. But it's like it's just funny how like far a lot of these bands go, because sometimes we come with like ideas, and sure they might not like flourish into something, but like we always like find a way to turn it into another song or stuff. Like stage presence
Yeah,
too is really important.
so important.
Like just bringing in stuff, to like interact with the crowd, like the dog guitar, or like I don't know,
I love that
just
thing.
Max in general. He's just a stage presence.
Yeah, he is.
This guy's the battery of the band.
Well, Danny's our sleeper cell. It's like
Don't say the words, just don't do it.
we activate him, and then he starts playing like some crazy guitar riff.
I love that though. I love the guitar. So, I haven't seen anybody but you guys.
I think Mold as well.
I have never seen Mold
Oh,
in person like, ever.
They're really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't even know if I've watched video. I'll have to. Now I'm gonna make a mental note.
yeah, because I noticed that and I was like, "That's
Blue
Danny's
Dream,
thing.
right?
You're taking it from him."
It's funny because now I'm gonna think they're taking it from him.
No, because
that's what-
Danny has the iPad. That's the difference.
It's funny, yeah, like my iPad is the main driver. All my software synths are on there. So I just connect it through like a bunch of USB dongles and hubs, and things just work out magically.
That's awesome though. So all right, so you guys being so new together, what are your goals? Like, is this just something fun you're doing? You guys taking it seriously where you would like something to happen?
We're just seeing how far we could go. Like we have a lot of like stuff that we want to work on, and it's really just about managing it. Like we definitely want to play with bigger acts, and we definitely want to do like, it's just about doing bigger shows and like seeing like how far we can get. Like every time we do a show, we're like, that was really good, but like we need to make the next one better, you know. And that's what's really pushing us right now. Like it's about having fun and stuff, but part of the fun is making the show like really good, you know what I mean? So that's what we want to focus.
Did you guys go through like any other band members before you got to the 5 that you are?
Yeah.
So at first we had Yamil, but he had to leave because he's getting busy with Still Blue. And then we were looking for another bassist for a while. We went through, what's his name? Rick? Oh yeah, Gerwin. Gerwin played our show that you saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gerwin played that show. And then he was also busy, so
Amazing.
Can't rely on him anymore. He's also
amazing bass
player.
I played with him a lot. But then we went through Rick, right? He used to be
in Better Than This, but like early. But yeah, he's just busy with other stuff. He wants to focus on his solo project stuff more, so he never really. But we jammed with him like once. It was really fun.
It was a good jam. It was a nice jam.
It's really fun.
We got some ideas from it.
Yeah.
I think we still use them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we stole Rick's bass riff. That's so funny.
And then what happened after that?
We were looking for a bass player, and then what we decided to do is put Leonard on bass. And then one of our close friends, Cavens, is right here.
So was Leonard not in the band yet?
No, he played guitar.
Oh, he was just doing guitar. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So then we got Cavens to kind of like play guitar because like
it's really burnt him out.
yeah, no, he puts in too much effort, honestly. But yeah.
What? No, just Cavens was telling me something. It's a whole lot of gibberish. He's not even speaking. He's so burnt out.
Okay, so far, being so new, how many gigs have you guys done? And where was your favorite one that you have done?
We've done like 3.
Counting the Halloween show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I think my favorite one was either this last one or O'Malley's. O'Malley's was really fun because the stage.
Yeah,
was
O'Malley's
really
has
big.
got a great setup. It's just you can't deal with him. I can't. It's just painful.
They're definitely difficult. Like, but it's always a fun spot. But yeah, they're difficult. Yeah.
It's a great spot. You got unlimited parking. You've got
and they somehow
stage.
Don't bring in people. Like, what is that? On a Friday night.
Yeah.
Like I get it. No.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly because it's kind of like in a corner of a mall, so it's hard to like even know where it's at.
Yeah. Well, you guys would know, and you guys would know to tell other people. It's.
Yeah. I mean,
and it could be a great thing, but
it's not only that. Like I've been to O'Malley's before for other shows, and I don't know. It's always been kind of like that where it's like the bands kind of bring in all the people, and then there's no one really like buying anything at the bar. Or
yeah.
It's like a thing with a lot of people in our scene. Like, right, we're supporting a lot of the acts, but like, don't got much money to spend at the bar.
Right. Yeah.
No,
They want to pay us based on how much people spend at the bar.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like guys go go buy drinks. I meant like people outside that aren't there for the show, like because it's a bar, you know, first and foremost. So like you'd think there would be people already drinking there, and like spending there.
You would think so, but he will not open if he doesn't have a band playing.
What?
It's
weird.
Because he feels he's opening for no reason, because he doesn't have the clientele, because he has not marketed it that way. He's trying to market as like a VIP lounge, like in the middle of Margate. Like
what?
Yeah, so he's really gone about it the wrong way.
There are no VIPs in Margate.
I'm a VIP in Margate.
Yeah, right.
When Spine showed up, we were the VIP.
Not the location for that, but so where are you hoping to play?
Oh man, there's so many good venues. Like I really want to play. Like Gramps is always like everyone wants to play.
Yeah,
it's such a good venue.
Revolution Live.
Everybody. That's the big shots. at least in the local scene, that's like a really cool place to play.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest place that it is plausible that we get to soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd play anywhere, man. Like as long as it's easily accessible to the audience.
Yeah. My daughter's old band used to love just playing like the house shows and stuff. They just feel like that was like the funnest of them all.
House shows are
fun.
house shows are the best. Like it's always a good vibe.
Yeah.
Well, our first gig was at like kind of a house show.
Yeah, it
That
was
was my favorite show by far.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that sucks now is that no one really wants to do house shows anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Why
I haven't seen anyone post a house show flyer or anything, and it's like really unfortunate because some of the funnest shows I've been to have been house shows.
Yeah.
My first show was a house show, and I was like, wow, this is what I wanna perform. Like this is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just more energy. I think it's just the idea of being like in a home.
Yeah. It's more
It's
intimate. Like
DIY.
More intimate,
it's more in your
exactly.
face. Yeah.
And that might be something that like will benefit us and stuff because of our like, I guess like our DIY-ness
Mhm.
in the band that might just like shine through in a house show. But again, no one really like, as of recent, no one's willing to give up their house for
Right. Right.
a show.
If I would have one all the time if I didn't have the neighbor I have. But
Yeah, it's definitely asking for a lot to do the house show too. It's not because it's not like a venue like in a normal place. You know, you have to get permission
yeah.
depending on where you live, and like got to worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's always fun.
You know, Young Fiction has like one house show a month. If you're ever wanting to play up in Palm Beach, you should hit them up. They'll be like, yeah, sure, do it. And they're packed. Like they move all the furniture out of the house.
Oh,
and-
wow.
dude,
yeah,
what?
it's a fun time. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds I mean, for sure.
Yeah. They're like on acreage up there in Jupiter, so it's like you don't have anybody complaining and the noise. So who are your musical inspirations that you feel that Spine is most like?
Definitely like Lil Wayne. No, well, I'll go first,
A
but
little bit of Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, yeah. Ice Spice. She's my favorite. No, I take a lot of influence from King Cruel. He's like it's just like stage presence and like music and like vibe, I guess. You know what I mean? In general is really cool. Other than that, like I'm a big Pink Floyd fan.
Love Pink Floyd, yeah.
And Joy Division's really cool too. I love their like lyricism. Same with like again King Cruel.
I like to see, this is kind of like a newer band they played recently in Gramps, Show Me the Body. Yeah, they're just a very like, I mean they're classified kind of like noise rock, but like
Okay.
it's like more like punk stuff. I also see a lot of like, just a lot of like weirdly like our band, like a lot of emo inspiration, like from like that Midwestern stuff, or like just the more like Title Fight and all that stuff. I see that in a lot of our stuff in Radiohead.
Oh, yeah.
We get me too.
We love radio.
We love
Yeah.
Radiohead.
Who doesn't?
Right.
And also, every rehearsal, somebody's talking about one part, and then Jason goes to Cavens or something like, make it like shoegazy. Every single time. I hear shoegaze.
I love
6
it.
times every rehearsal.
I need noise. Like I love that noise rock and like that
Do you?
atmosphere. Yeah, it's super fun.
More pedals.
Yeah. I don't even want to hear the note.
I feel like when it comes to like my sound, because like I really had to approach being a synth player for the first time in a band, I listened to a lot of clowncore and like Lewis Cole synth like playing, and I kind of adopted that style because like he kind of plays with like I don't know if it's a guitar or piano he puts strap buttons on,
Right.
but he plays like that, and it's like a lot of like octave jumping, kind of funky syncopation, and some of our songs you really see that like in Spine and Rust and other things. I kind of adopt the shoegazy atmosphere. I actually sampled his guitar and like repurposed it for a synth in one of them too. So it's kind of like cool to be inventive with it too.
Right. So, what genre would you put yourselves in?
I have no idea. I guess it's post-punk,
Post-punk art rock.
but yeah, that we say art rock and like yeah, something like a little heavier, but you can call it whatever you want, man. Like I don't even know. I just make noise.
It's fun making noise.
Scream at a mic couple minutes. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite local bands?
No.
I really liked what are they called, bro? Mold. I really liked Mold. I saw Mold for the first time. It was like Palomino Blonde. No, Palomino wasn't there. It was Mold, Graves, the Old Youth.
Old
that
Youth.
day?
Yeah. And did the Ruffins play? I don't.
No, it was Mold, and then the people that Mold share a keyboardist with.
Oh, Bloom Dream.
Bloom Dream, yes, and Bloom Dream.
Okay.
Like those four, including Palomino Blonde, like they really impressed me. Like I just dig that kind of like energy. You know? They have I mean everything about it. Yeah. I mean that show was really impressive. So
Carlos and Ant are crazy musicians.
what about you guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bloom Dream Graves. Those are like anyone in that like post label. They're all very talented, amazing musicians. And then, like they always bring out a crowd, a certain energy that I don't think I've seen anywhere else.
Right.
And it's just it's very nice to know that that sort of energy is here, like in Miami, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they're just some of my favorite ones. Like, what was this other band? Hot Tension. I don't know.
I've not heard of them.
They're really good. They play
Great,
that
like surf rock stuff.
Oh, I love surf rock.
So
That's like the
beautiful.
Chans.
yeah, it's like psych surf rock.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
I love that.
Let me just. um. I really like what's this band called? Stellus.
Stellus?
Stellus is really
They're
cool.
pretty good.
Yes, they're very
You
talented.
look like the drummer in that band.
I've gotten that a lot, you know.
They also have like a long-haired curly hair. His name's like Max Leon or something.
Something around there. Yeah.
That's kind of a weird coincidence.
It is a bit weird. Yeah. But no, I don't know.
They're pretty good though. I've heard them. They're good.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really good.
That's my favorite band ever.
Oh yeah, no, I
Besides
see that.
Spine.
I see
Just
the
kidding.
I see the influence.
I like them both. I think I like Spine. Yeah.
I feel like at this point, like we named a lot of the local bands that we like. But I guess I'll shout out a couple of my friends' bands as well.
Okay.
We saw the Waxworms last night. They did a great show.
Okay.
And like just really good.
I've been seeing their name. I've never seen them though.
They're worth a watch.
Yeah.
They're worth a watch. It's just 6 people on stage having a great
Oh,
time.
cool. Okay.
And they all look like their brothers, just like showing their love off, right?
Right.
I'm in a band with Ian of the Floridians
Okay.
and his girlfriend, Passion Company.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I knew I recognized you.
Yeah, so shout them out too. We're kind of doing like the alt rock thing there. But yeah, like going back to those bands like Bloom Dream, Old Youth. We have all these great bands in South Florida that do all this heavy music that are really interesting. But also shout out to like the opposite side of the scene, like Suze. Like I played guitar for Suze Type Beat, and like their music is really
Right.
good too. They're a great lyricist.
And still blue.
Still Blue, of course, we mentioned them
We
before.
wouldn't be anything without still blue.
Humbert.
Humber was really good. I really love that show.
Yeah, they opened up for Still Blue for one of their shows, and it was just like classic Miami scene, like from like 2010, like type vibes, and they're still doing their stuff too. So I tend to be eclectic with my influences, right? But I feel like that's what makes our sound. Right?
Yeah.
All of us are coming from everywhere.
So I got to ask you the same thing I asked Max then. How do you handle being in more than one band?
A calendar app. I schedule things
I live
out.
for that thing. Like,
I just gotta schedule things out because if I didn't, I would go insane.
yeah, it's true. If somebody tells me like, "What are we doing Sunday?" and I look and it's not there, oh no, you said this. If it's not on my calendar, it did not happen. I promise you, everything. If I lost it, I don't know what I would do.
Same.
I really don't know. Like I used to be so old school, and I've become to the new generation of time using stuff like this. But I still write it down too. My desk is full of papers that I just
Calendar on my wall that looks like scary
do you?
person
Oh,
scribbles.
Like the red.
Like
Yeah,
things
the red
connecting dots. Yeah, it's like Charlie Day,
Slender,
you know,
on your
Sunny
wall.
in Philadelphia.
Not planning anything, right?
It's like
So-
all our gigs.
Being in so many bands, like you guys work also, or like that's you guys gotta be exhausted.
Yeah, I recently got a job with Danny at a School of Rock too. So
Oh.
yeah,
Teaching guitar?
teaching guitar.
Nice.
But I used to work with Leonard at a Pinch a Penny.
Oh, pools.
Little pool boy. Does it have to do anything with music? Absolutely not. But It's money. It's work. It's honest work.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to having
blue collar
that blue collar work, going out to pools and stuff. But yeah, I mean, balancing that work life stuff. I mean, it's just hoping for the best. They don't change your schedule or anything.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really what it comes down to. Just luck, like Max said before. Just luck.
Shout out to Mr. James Willoughby. Mr. James Willoughby from Pinch a Penny. And Kevin works valet right now, but he's
I'll tell you, valet makes some money. My husband, back when we were in high school, he was doing valet at Bimini Boatyard. He would bring home like $400 a night.
Yeah, he's studying.
Yeah.
EMT firefighter.
Nice.
Right now. So he's doing pretty
hero.
good. Our hero, yeah, 100%.
That's awesome. What about you, Max?
I'm not working right now.
Okay, well, you're in two bands. You don't have time.
That's true. Well, I kind of do, but that's true. I do teach lessons. I teach drum lessons. Well, I'm gonna start working at School of Rock soon.
Okay.
I am of age too.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh my goodness.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh my
I need to
goodness.
grow this kid up, man. What's up with that?
I would say put some hair on his chest, but I think we're fine with that.
Yeah, he's probably got more
When
hair
will
than
you be
me.
18.
July 7th.
Okay, so you guys have to plan a good house party for that one.
Yeah.
You have Stella's, Spine, Passion Company, all of them.
Seriously?
Bands, yeah.
Seriously?
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
seriously, get my instrumental math rock band together.
That would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to just ask, you've been through this, I'm going to ask questions so that people, your followers, fans can get to know you as people. And I already asked you if you had jobs outside of music. What is your favorite place that you have ever visited, and why was it your favorite?
Cuba. I just really like seeing my family.
Okay.
And it's really cool seeing how people live there, even though it's like really bad.
Mhm.
Like, it's also kind of humbling. And like, it's cool seeing like people laugh at tragedy. Like, a lot of people there would like say the most absurd like shit that happened to them and then be like, whatever, And I'm like, oh, okay. But it's really interesting,
Yeah.
The Bahamas. As a kid, I used to go to the Bahamas a lot
Hmm.
because we used to have a boat. We sold it like recently.
Right.
But we used to go to the Bahamas a lot, and it's just a beautiful place. Just the water's clear as ever. It's just nothing compared to like the beaches here in Miami. But it's beautiful. It's just amazing, and the food is great.
Yeah.
We used to
Go
go
to the place where they go out and catch the conch. And
yes,
the conch is,
actually.
like, big. Yes, I forget the name of it. But I'm a big cruiser, so every time we go there, we always go over.
Yeah, and then there's I don't know if you've been to the pizza place with the like just the crust from that pizza is just enough for me.
Yeah.
And then there's this lady that we know because my uncle has businesses like
Okay.
over there in the Bahamas, and he knows this lady that like makes like bread, the best bread I've ever had in my life, the best cinnamon bread, the best coconut bread. Is just amazing stuff, amazing food there. It's
Right.
super beautiful place.
Favorite place we've traveled to? Is that what you said?
Or been.
I've been.
You don't have to travel there. It could be
Oh, well.
Publix.
Honestly, I don't know, but I would have to say either. I went to Iceland like 6 years ago,
Oh, really?
7, 8, long time ago.
That's cool.
And also I was like 6 or something, and we went to Costa Rica.
Okay.
And that was like the coolest thing. I still remember what I like about it and stuff. But it was it's such a long time ago. I barely
Right.
remember it.
We were supposed to go to Costa Rica last summer. My husband's friend, he's a general manager of one of the resorts over there, but then it didn't all pan out to timing and stuff, so we ended up in Tennessee. But I mean, isn't that like just like Costa Rica? So, but we're trying to get there this summer. Yeah.
Their pineapples are the best thing.
Really? I love
Their
pineapple.
experience.
Okay.
I feel like I said this last time. 'Cause I feel like
Did you?
Maybe. I don't know.
Having
I
a deja vu moment?
Pineapple lover.
Yeah, I think so. But the pineapples there are amazing. That is like
I'm gonna have to
we
rewatch
went,
it and see.
and I was told like 20 times, like the pineapples here are great because of how like little they do anything to their the environment. There's no GMOs or anything.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm definitely going to report back and let you know what I think of the pineapples.
I feel like we're all like saying vacation like type destinations, but I really like living in New York City for a while.
Oh, you live there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to college there, so I finished up my degree and then I stayed there, even though I was like spending like more than like 60-70% of my monthly income just to put a roof over my head. It was just nice to like have the independence and I don't know, like fighting for the bare necessities kind of feels better than just like coasting by and living life like easily. So like it was just really cool to just be in a place that also had trains.
Yeah.
Not needing a fucking car. I'm sorry. It's just like I hate having to drive everywhere. Although this place was cool to drive to. It was kind of nice getting here. Right? But it's just like I got spoiled by the subway system.
Right. Now, did you like it even when it was really cold though?
I actually really liked the cold. The only thing I was not prepared for was having good shoes. I just like always like would wear Vans outside in like snow. I'm just like, oh great, my toes are numb.
Yep, that's what happened one vacation. We went tubing in the snow, and my husband was like, "Oh, my daughter, she'll be fine in her Converse." I'm like, "They're gonna get wet."
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're at the ski resort place buying like $100 shoes for friggin' 8-year-old. I'm like, "Yep." I'm like, they're not wet, are they? So. I don't think anybody ever told me you were right and I was wrong at that point when that happened, when we were buying the shoes, but I know I was. Okay, so do you guys have significant others?
Yeah. Yeah, I have my beautiful girlfriend, Stella. She actually lives here in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. We're from Miami.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
My beautiful girlfriend, Issa. Shout out Issa. She's cool, I guess.
She's all right.
She's all right.
Taking you away from me.
Watch out. You're not supposed to say that publicly, but whatever makes you happy, Jason. If that's even your real name, whatever.
No.
Nope. Max is single.
Between the bands I'm in and between work and
the 75 jobs you have, yeah.
Yeah, and between taking care of mom, there's not much time to date.
Yeah. It's a headache anyhow. All righty. So tell me one fun fact about yourselves that nobody knows.
So originally I was a 13-year-old boy, and when I came to kind of like Hyrule Castle Town, and I finally found like the Master Sword, and I kind of skipped that whole childhood. So I don't know, it was really interesting, like going from like a little kid to like a 17-year-old. And then kind of continuing down that line.
Kind of like everyone else, bro. It's a beautiful, beautiful Jason. Beautiful.
No, but like, when you pull the Master Sword, right? Like you kind of,
Master Sword.
It takes you out.
You still have is the Master Sword in the room with us right now?
No.
What
it's
is
in my
Master Sword?
No, it's just him.
You ever play Legend of Zelda?
You never played
Legend of Zelda?
Like Ocarina of Time. That's such a bad. Interesting fact about me. I don't know.
You said it so seriously too, and it was like right there.
I believe it.
Like
convince
you
me.
knew this was going to be the question.
I mean, you're wearing a green shirt for crying out loud.
Sure, there you go. I don't know. There's nothing really much interesting about me. I'm a big fan of art. Just all things art, poems, visual arts, music. Man, I don't know.
Fun fact about me. I could have been born on May 8th. May 7. I was born May 7, 11:59 in the night. Absolutely insane.
Depending on what clock you were looking at, is who determines who would determine that. That's kind of crazy.
I think just whoever does the.
What if they had a slow watch?
What if they forget? Like that's.
What if you were born and then they looked? Like, what if they looked and it was just switching to 12 o'clock?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah,
Wait, you was
exactly.
born a second ago. What?
I mean, even then, like it wouldn't have mattered because I'm also a preemie. So,
oh, really?
So I wasn't even supposed to be born in May, and I think I was supposed to be born like a June. So.
Oh wow, you were real.
He couldn't wait. He couldn't wait.
So yeah, as a kid.
And you're tall too.
Yeah, it's all the genetics
I bet your mom's happy you kind of
all the vitamins and all the genetics that they fed me for being a preemie. So
my God,
it's all that testosterone running through his blood.
Lack of.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah. It's super cute stuff.
Yeah.
I was also really skinny as a kid and fat. There's
skinny
a whole
fat.
there's a whole like lore to like me as a kid.
Fun fun fact.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Just fun fact.
You play for Spine.
I play for Spine.
Yeah, that's right.
That's great. I do too.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, you guys should.
There's an exclamation point at the end of our name.
That's a good fun fact. I did not know, and I've looked you guys up many times.
Yeah.
So there was we tried to release our song or our music on DistroKid.
Okay.
Spotify and stuff, and it wasn't letting us. We didn't know why, which I told you guys.
Yeah.
I told you the reason. I told you the reason like a month before.
You think I'm gonna take a 17-year-old telling me why the song isn't up?
That was right.
Man, I know you were right.
So it was that somebody was already named Spine, so it wasn't letting us. Yeah, it wasn't letting us do it. So we just added an exclamation point at the end.
It wasn't that. There's too many people named Spine.
Too many people named Spine.
And it was.
Which is what I said.
But it's just also because the customer support wasn't telling us why. They're like, yeah, we're trying to find the reason. We don't know why. And we're like, okay, we're just going to try a bunch of different streaming services.
Finally came up with a name, and then you couldn't even get
we
your
couldn't
music
even use
out
it.
under
We couldn't even use it. Yeah, it was sad. Wasn't the songs would come out like March or something? Yeah, it came out a month ago. It was supposed to come out in like March, early March or something.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
So that whole time you guys weren't listening to Max, and it could have been fixed on like March 18th.
It's actually not me. He used the MIDI. Used MIDI or something, right? What did you use? You didn't. I wasn't recording on that song.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, here we go. Another fun fact.
Okay.
I made that whole song entirely, except the vocals.
Oh.
Which it was like I was sitting on that song for a long time. I was like, well, it's cool to make. I don't plan on releasing it. And then I showed it to the band. They're like, yo, we should like use this. Like that was like the very first thing like that we like practice on. Actually, no, Rust was the first song we ever like made. Like we ever like as a band together. But the second one was this one, Ode to Air, on all streaming platforms. Go listen now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
This guy's a great songwriter.
Press pause on the podcast and go listen right now.
Yeah.
And to note on what you said, when you said, you think I was going to listen to a 17-year-old? When it comes to technology, that is exactly who I'm going to.
Yeah, no. That's another fun.
Very true.
I'm actually really not tech savvy at all. Like I hate I can't manage a phone or a computer for the life of me. Like not even like we record, and whenever they talk about like DAWs and like a digital or like how to record stuff on the computer and stuff, I'm like, bro, like just do it, bro. Like I'm here to play guitar, Like,
that would be me too. Okay, if you won $1 million, what would you spend it on?
I'm gambling, baby. I don't care. $1 million, 1 million scratch off tickets. Okay, that's it.
$1 scratch off tickets?
Oh yeah,
you gotta
$1
win.
million, $1. Don't you win more? Like the more money it costs?
But you gotta win one eventually, right?
too much.
Gotta hit the
But
jackpot.
what if you're winning like I guess like
Ratio.
what if you're only winning like 100,000 of them and you're getting like $2 on 100,000 of them? You've just lost a lot of money.
I mean,
It's
So
about
that's
my
the
money.
chance
That's-
that you're taking.
It's not my money. That's all I'm.
That's true. It's winning.
In all seriousness, I think with $1 million, I actually don't know. It's just a lot of responsibility. I think I'd just put it in an account and just like wait on it until I need it,
Yeah.
because that's just too much.
Yeah, until you casually need $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Somebody
$1
folds
million.
with your- Family members for ransom is what I said. I don't know. If it came to the mic.
No, yeah.
I would buy. I'm trying to get this property in Crystal River
Okay.
because they're cheap over there, and
Look at you. You're 17 years old trying to get a property.
I want to buy a house over there, or I
That's
build
exciting.
a house over time.
Oh,
Obviously, I don't have enough money for that yet, but
that's
it's
smart
tempting
though.
to have a house.
It's very smart. Yeah, get it while it's cheap. Not much cheap around here anymore.
I mean, right now, the first thing I could think is fixing my roof because I've been in like a years-long battle with homeowners insurance.
Oh.
And I have like mold just like spreading
Are you
across the
kidding?
ceiling. I'm like, hey, let's show them pictures of this, and they still don't want to pay us.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
My parents went through that too. I mean, thank God we have some, like my brother-in-law, does that stuff. So he went and he fixed it so that it didn't get to that point. But it's like, I'm a realtor. It makes me so angry. like the homeowner's insurance, it's skyrocketed. They don't want to pay out any claims, and they're having you live in those conditions now. That makes me so angry. Did you get an adjuster?
Yeah, we have an adjuster. They're fighting for us, but it's just like we don't want to like extend this to court and all this like whole thing. Yeah. But like, if I could say anything, it's fuck citizens.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's the only option most people
in this state. Yep. Yeah, it's one of the. There's not many options in the state of Florida because of hurricanes and flooding and all this stuff. So it's I fixed my roof.
And $1 million. I wouldn't.
I wish I had it. I'd fix your roof for you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to. I'd probably like buy a studio and then like I don't know, give the money to my family.
That's nice.
They probably know what to do with it better than I don't know $1 million, man. Invest it? I don't know. I don't need that. I don't need 5-year CD. What is that?
Inspire.
Bro,
5 years.
look at this guy. Listen,
You're good.
Listen, I don't need money when I die. Like it's all gonna be dirt
in the CD.
I'll give it away. I'll give it to underprivileged people. I'm gonna say the right answer. What? I don't need that, man. I got Spine, man. That's
$1 million produce Spine.
Making more money first.
Nah.
Right.
I'm kind of like that. Like my family would be like, "Oh, save your money. You want to leave something for your kids," and I'm like, "No, I don't. I want to use my money that I got. I'm working for it.
When I'm gone,
I can get jobs.
I'm not even taking like my clothes with me. Or like anything, bro. So like whatever.
Yep.
It's just money. Give it to someone else that probably needs it more than I do.
Yeah.
The good answer.
Okay. So, have you ever cheated on any of your significant others? Have you ever been cheated on?
Cheated on, yeah, but I was like 14, so that doesn't really count.
Still hurts.
It hurt, yeah, but character development.
Maybe if I had one, I could have. I mean,
is that your goal?
Evil villain. This is on the record.
You don't want to admit to that publicly.
Listen, Max cheats. I'm blind. I'm deaf. Like I can't see. I can't walk. Like I don't know who cheated. If he cheated on anyone, what are you talking? Max cheated? No, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I feel that way too.
The most loyal man I know. That's why he's in 2 bands, right?
Man.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I'm in one. I'm in Spine. Yeah.
Wait, I could have sworn.
Oh, okay.
No, I look like the guy.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, Cayman. Would you cheat on your significant other? I don't think he wants to speak right now. I think he's going through a little.
Pleading the fifth.
Be honest. Just like, be honest. Because cheating on people sucks. And like, of course, it's tough to tell the truth. Sometimes it hurts. But what's worse, right? Letting it go on or just telling the person, I don't feel the same way as I used to.
Exactly.
But, for most, mature relationships, you kind of have to work to keep it. It's not just like something that happens and you just like maintain this like initial attraction that you had in the first place. So it's like,
true.
If you want to have true love, you don't just let it happen. You have to work for it.
Oh, how are you single?
I work too much.
It's true though. It takes work, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Cheating. I think cheating is scarier than even being in a relationship. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, that's like cheating is just like maybe some people just like the stakes of it or something.
Thrill.
I could never do it. I've never in my whole entire life cheated on anyone. I was cheated on, but I think that I'm not capable of doing it because like when I'm with someone, that's like who I'm with. Like they're like everything. Like they're like the most gorgeous thing. They're the best thing in the world. And then, but if I start to sway those thoughts, I would be nauseous and sick to my stomach. I couldn't be with that person. So it's like, I got to get out of that. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah, like at least in like the relationship I am now, it's like, oh, like, why would I think of anyone else? There's no reason to.
Yeah, exactly.
They like, she'll say like, oh, like you could always be with someone, but like, no, like, why would I think of someone better when I have this right now?
Right.
There's no reason to look so far ahead.
Exactly. It's true. Yep. All right. So let's see. Are you guys more into brains or looks? I know Max's answer because he's the smart one.
Got it.
Brains.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see that with you.
I think. Yeah, I mean,
Not that you're not all smart. I'm just saying. I just can tell that Max would.
I feel like, if I had to choose one, brains, just because like I can't be with someone that's like insufferable. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people out there that really just have, yeah, insufferable, right?
Completely read Max completely wrong.
I don't know. It's just like if someone doesn't, I guess, like see eye to eye with the things or like have the same kind of like aspirations as I do. Like it doesn't have to be with music. Just like with the way they like approach life. There's a lot of people out there that just aren't like me and don't click. You know, I can't be with someone that I don't click with.
Yeah.
So definitely brain. But I definitely think like physical features matter in the sense of like the eye of the beholder kind of thing.
Right.
You know, if you like someone, it's not only because they're like a crazy like personality. It's also because like something stupid. Like if you really love someone, you'll love like all aspects.
Yeah.
Of them. You know, it'll be like I don't know, hands or something.
Stuff that may even be insecure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if you really like someone, like whatever they're insecure about, like body wise, like that's what you like the most.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah. That's true.
This is a quote from my algebra 2 teacher.
Okay.
Mr. B, Mr. Brubbridge, amazing guy. He said that you're always going to be physically attracted first, no matter what. There's always something that's going to like. There's a reason why they like caught your attention.
Yeah.
It's always the physical attraction, and then when you get to know them, it's the emotional, the brains, like that sort of thing. It's like. So some people are like, no, like, like I always liked her personality. Like, no, there's a reason why you went up and talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason. If it's like kind of the way they smile, the way their eyes look,
Yeah.
why like one eye is like higher than the other, like it's
Yeah. Ugly smart.
ugly smart. Okay, but it's ugly to other people.
Yeah.
Ugly to.
You're not gonna be with a girl who's ugly to you if she's smart.
Like I mean, it's all subjective,
If you love them, you probably like how they look as well. Like,
yeah, that's what
it
I'm trying to
probably
say.
becomes good looking
Yep.
to you.
They
Yeah.
start to become the most gorgeous thing to you.
They become
Because you've fallen in love with their mind.
exactly.
Everything.
You look past all the to this.
Should really write a song about this, guys.
No, yeah, it's already.
It's a lyric.
It's already. Is it? Yeah. What's it called? From the spine to the edge of my. No, from my skin to the edge of.
No, from my spine to the edge of my skin. That song's actually about the mold show that we went to.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote it after that night.
Oh yeah, because you were on paraphernalia.
That's spine.
Spine.
Yeah, spine. I wrote it after we saw Mold and Bloom Dream and all those people, and I was really blown away. I was like, because they play really aggressive music and like kind of like fast paced like that. So I was like, I want to make that song. So we did,
There needs to be more shows at that venue. It's like this little like
The
building.
Optimist Club.
above that.
It's
like-
in the middle of Miami Springs.
Yeah, on like the maps it shows up like as like in like a arrow, like a bow and arrow club.
Oh.
But like that little venue has like a stage on it, and from what I've heard, they like you like rent out the PAs for the day, and it's like apparently a lot of money. I'm not sure, but,
It's a really good venue though.
but
Own people?
I think so. I mean, how could you say no? Like,
Flip, I think, worked the event and brought his own gear at one point,
Okay.
and that's the drummer of Hot Tension.
Yeah.
He does a lot of sound in South Florida.
yeah, I think there's actually a show coming up, the Graves show, the single release show.
Oh,
They're doing it at the Optimist Club next week.
We should go to that.
No, I'm definitely going. Shout out Graves. Amy is so talented. She's great. Yeah, and to think they do such a big sound, such a big like powerful sound with just 3 people, it's crazy. But super talented people.
I'll have to check that venue out.
Yeah, it's kind of at
What's
least
it called?
Optimist Club. Yeah, it's in like Hialeah, so it's kind of far from here.
Yeah, I always have if I can't spit there, I'm not going. But I am venturing to Miami for my August 12th show, the Odyssey Live at the Citadel. It'll be the first local bands to play there. It's under all the radio stations.
Okay.
It's usually just used for like intimate shows, like Coldplay came and did a radio interview. They played there. Like it's just like where that's and 99.9 when they have the pop-ups there. I don't know what it's called, like one of those things like the sudden concerts, like a secret concert, you know, and they'll have those there. So so I'm excited about that one, but I haven't ventured to Miami for a Stage Mom show at all. That'll be my first one, and hopefully I'll do many there. It's a super cool venue. It's just like Revolution Live, but it's clean, and it's like it's got the upstairs also, just like Revolution, but if you cut it halfway through the pit, because Revolution was like 1,500 max capacity or something. This one's only like between 500 and 600. So for local bands, it's more realistic to sell it out.
Yeah.
And it's going to seem more like in my face as I'm performing. Not that
seems...
that would be horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, super cool.
If you were to perform, what music would you perform?
Yeah, what?
Me?
That's a great question.
Okay.
The Spine podcast.
Music
featuring
so
Stage Mom.
All right, so I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I love old country. David Allan Coe is like my man. Love him. Creedence Clearwater Revival is like
they're awesome.
But then I also have been obsessed with 30 Seconds to Mars since I was 18 years old. So I'm literally all over the place. I don't like the new country. I only like the old country.
I get it.
New country's too poppy. I'm not very into pop. That's one thing I'm not. But like the old school Temple of the Dog, Stone Temple Pilots, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I would never be able to sing it. I would sound horrible. But that's the type of music I would make with bringing in that, Creedence Clearwater Revival type of sound as well to a couple of my songs on the album.
So like it would be like a emo folk.
Emo folk.
More rock country, like
rock.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm just all over I'm very open to anything, and I will listen to like pop. But then again, back in the day, I loved Bone Thugs and Harmony. So it's like, I'm like, you can't go wrong with any. Like I admire all musicians because I never do it. I've done karaoke drunk, and that's the only time that I ever thought I sounded good. And I've been told I sounded good a couple times. They were obviously drunk too, but I was like, I guess it all depends on the mood I'm in that day too. Like emotionally.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm feeling a Creep by Radiohead type.
Yeah.
Or Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Yes. See, that's me.
Exactly.
Yep. And I love Kanye. I just love him. I don't know what it is about him. Everybody hates him, but I do. I don't necessarily like his music. I think that he's, I like old Kanye music, but I think that he's a mental case. But
definitely in the
little
I feel like he doesn't give shit what anybody thinks. So I gotta admire that too. I don't really.
His early work.
He's telling his ex-mother-in-law off on Twitter. Twitter, is that what it's called? Twitter. I'm so old.
All those A-list celebrities are really funny to observe. Like I think they're all like AI generated, in my opinion.
At this point, they behave. Oh my god,
they're like a deep fake like experiment by the government.
Yeah, it gets to the point where like you can't tell if it's like their manager speaking for them or just their mouths.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially with someone as absurd as Kanye, you really can't like tell. Like, does he even have a manager? I don't think so. But
I don't know if anybody would manage him. Honestly, is he manageable? It's. Yeah.
He did make Graduation, so. Ooh, come on.
And I love Pitbull.
Pitbull classic.
Pitbull, I'm the new Mr. Worldwide. I'm here to take Pitbull's
305.
I swear, I'm coming for you, Pitbull, if you're watching this.
The bonus is already started.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like once I got my head shaved, bro.
I don't know what it is about him, but he is so
Mr. 305. He's worldwide. What are you talking about?
It's Mr. Worldwide.
By all.
Can't go wrong.
I know. Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah,
what do you think about Bad Bunny? Like he's like a big deal now. I don't see it, but
I don't even know what he is or does.
I'm not a big like reggaeton.
I think he's cool. I saw him a video of him doing like WWE stuff
too. Yeah, last night.
Last night he was on WWE.
Okay.
He's a good personality. Like, he's making waves, and people like him. So just because I don't really know much about him doesn't mean I can judge. It's just like that genre of music isn't my favorite.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an energy sort of thing. Like there'll be times like maybe like I'll have like one day a month like phase where I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna put on something like the stuff I used to listen to as a kid, and like maybe some newer stuff.
Yeah.
Like the family functions, just like all the reggaeton stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and it's fun to listen to. It's just a lot of energy. Like you just want to dance all the time, and it's like it's great music. It's music in the end of the day. There's no escaping that.
Yeah. I haven't listened enough to him to really be able to give my opinion, but I've been asking people. It's like been my question lately. Like last night, I even asked my mother. I'm like,
what is Bad Bunny?
What is Bad Bunny?
Yeah, is he dating Kendall Jenner right now? That's the word on the street I hear.
Maybe.
The gospel.
I don't think so.
I don't
know. Just keeping up with celebrities is really hard. It's just such a waste of energy, I think.
Yeah.
Like how I see like paparazzis and stuff. I don't know how you could put so much energy into one person.
It's borderline stalking. It's like
it is.
It is.
It's kind of weird.
It's scary. It always brings me back to like that video of what's his name, the guy who did that Spider-Man. I forgot his name.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. He was just like obviously like in the movies. Oh, he's just some nice guy. And then like the videos of him dealing with paparazzi is hilarious. He's just like screaming at them, throwing stuff at them.
I've never seen these videos. I have to Google them.
Beautiful. It's
the one that like lives rent free in my mind is like him. He's like just literally trying to pull out of a exit of a drive-through, and he's like they're taking flash photos of him. And he's like, I can't see. They start screaming at.
It's crazy what they do.
Yeah. Or like the one of like Kanye, like literally like it's like 5 a.m. He's opening his garage, and then like the paparazzi's like, "Good morning, Kanye." He's like, "Shut up."
Yo, we gotta start treating people like that.
For real.
Like everyone that tries to come up to us is like, yo, like chill, bro.
I took my daughter shopping yesterday, and I was probably doing something wrong as I was driving, and I had all these people waving to me and doing different things, and I'm like, oh, hey. So the whole time, and I'm like, gosh, I had no idea. Hi, everyone. I'm like, I didn't know everybody knew me, and I'm going on, and my daughter's laughing, and then I got out of the car, and I'm walking in the mall, and all these guys are waving to me. I'm like, but for real, though, like, have I become popular and famous overnight? Like, it was funny, though. I was like, oh, paparazzi's just back down. And I'm sure I almost ran over a couple people or something, but yeah.
Yeah, it's always hard getting out of the Spine house because we have so many fans outside.
Yeah.
So many people waiting.
Yeah, I like ran over like a family of 3 the other day because of the
Obviously.
Spine fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to enjoy it.
They were cheering.
I was like, yeah, relax. Never taking the shirt off again. You know, like it's something nice.
That's so funny.
Speaking of shirts, aren't we like doing something like trying to get shirts soon?
Yeah, we've been trying to get merch out. We've been trying to get some merch out, just like for fun. And yeah, I mean every band has merch, so we gotta have some merch too.
Some people need to walk around with Spine shirts on.
Some Spine. This guy on them,
Spine on the Spine.
That's
shirt.
literally all I wear. Honestly, if you see me out and about, it's nothing but the local band shirts, like jean shorts, jeans, and a band shirt. Like, that is my attire.
I always tell that's basically Danny every time we go play. It's so sick because I'm like, man, I wish I had band shirts just to wear like that. I'm broke.
Building up the collection.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's the best way to support bands.
It is.
Just buy a shirt right from these.
You know how many times I'm like online or something, and somebody be like, "Oh, you know Telecon. Oh, you know so and so," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do." You know, like, and it's like a conversation starter. And so many people out there know these bands. You probably wouldn't even know that they know you, and then it's like. It's funny.
We forgot to shout out Telecon.
Shout out Telecon.
They're gonna help us record a little bit.
Oh,
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully soon. For the merch, we're thinking of doing like just to throw everyone off. Like we're trying to think of like death metal like logo out, like just all like the lines and stuff. Like just so people just to like I guess troll them. Just
I think our thing is just throwing people off to like what kind of music we make. Like we went.
Want to be mysterious.
Mally's we went in suits.
Yeah, you did.
Trying to be like talking heads.
Yeah, we're trying to do the talking heads, just like oversized suits
and then last show we each picked up the wrong instrument and then put it back down.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We always like brainstorm what we're gonna do for next show. Like, oh, for next show we should have
Yeah.
one guitarist just sitting there unplugged and pretending to play.
Yeah, before
Full of Red Hot
Cavins,
Chili Peppers.
before Cavins was in
Halftime
the
show.
band, we wanted him to like be the mic stand throughout the whole show
Oh,
and like
jeez.
and not say a thing to the audience, just like to like mess with them. I feel like people don't know it. I feel like we do it and then people are like, "What?"
Yeah, I think we should do some stuff like that.
Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
haven't yet.
That
We
would be
should
funny.
gotta hire.
A lot of times it's just like, oh, it's like funny to in our heads and funny to like us, but then like I feel like for the audience it's just like, but like it's all that matters. I think.
It's funny to us.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
then,
that matters.
I mean, them being confused is even funnier.
Yeah. Love it.
You know, what good advertising would be to just do something so heinous it would get on like local news.
Oh,
Think about how
Oh,
many
boy.
people are watching that.
think about
Spying
it.
local
For free.
terrorists.
It's literally free advertising.
We just gotta find like a government building that no one likes.
And do a couple things that must not be named.
Max putting us on a list.
Yeah, you just started. I mean,
What do you think all of our music is about, bro?
That's so funny though. But no, you're right. You should do something and then just like see what people say like later on, like, oh yeah, I went to a Spine show and they did this and that. And like, you know what I mean? Like see if they knew you did it on purpose or if it was something that they are like taking seriously. Like they really screwed up.
Yeah, it's radicalism.
yeah, we just started doing. No, I was gonna say no. Wait, hold on. I gotta. We should do like calls to like violence, but no, we're not gonna do it. That's
You should just start like brainwashing. Like you hate the government.
You hate
You
the
want lower
government.
taxes.
19.
You heard of January 6th. How about January 7th?
January 7th.
That's funny. All right. We're going to do rapid fire, guys.
Oh boy.
Go.
You have to pass the microphone quick.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What celebrity annoys you the most?
I'm sorry.
What celebrity annoys you the most?
Annoys me the most. Oh, if anyone can answer first, then me. Go ahead.
Dude, I couldn't name you a celebrity from the top of my head. I'd have to say maybe like the Kardashians.
It's the number
'Cause-
one answer around here.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because like they are in so much controversy and stuff, but then they do an Instagram post, hey guys, support my new brand, like they're oblivious to like what's going on around them. It's kind of
Yeah, they totally different world.
yeah, they're just in their own heads.
Yeah.
But hey, with that sort of money, I'd be in my own
I'd
head
be in my own head too.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So that'll carry in the world, I think. Do you have any celebrities?
I don't know anybody.
I feel like it's like I can't think of like big real name celebrity, but like YouTuber, like you know Trisha Paytas.
Oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
Trisha Paytas.
She's just like insufferable. I don't know.
What does she do?
She's just always starting drama and like trying to just be. I don't think they try to be, but they are just someone who's always causing heinous drama and like always trying to be the center of attention.
Right.
And they're always throwing people under the bus.
True.
But then like you should just watch this
Oh,
podcast that she had with someone named Ethan Klein.
Oh my god,
Okay.
Called
yeah.
Frenemies.
Okay.
And they just get on fights over like ordering pizza for some reason, and it's like the most ridiculous hour you will ever watch.
That you'll never get back ever.
You're just like, oh my god.
I think I hate watch all celebrities, and I get annoyed by all of them just because they're better off than me. And
Yeah.
I'm a spiteful person, you know.
That's honest though.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
So with your $1 million, you want to give money to everybody else so that you hate them.
No, well, I mean, like, you know, if I'm a millionaire, I think it's like a responsibility to like
Fair.
take care of everyone else. So
Okay.
I don't need that money.
Make sure you have at least like $3 more than everybody else.
$3.
Yeah, right.
And what about if we're all at equal footing and there's no fighting for how much money someone has?
Well, then you spend some money and then you have less than everybody else.
I'd rather have less than be.
Well, if you have less, then you hate everybody else.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
Again, Max. I'm a spiteful, hateful person. the fight continues.
It's true.
It's all good.
All right. No.
So let's make
No.
it.
Let's make it quick. Let's go.
Let's try to do rapid.
Are you a morning or a night person?
Morning.
Night.
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 Okay. Yeah. I'm a night person too. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Go.
Look at my phone.
Number one answer.
Make the bathroom pay
Oh.
for its crime.
I turn off my alarm and go back to bed.
Shut off my alarm way too many times.
If you could get a yacht, what would it be called? Go.
Cheryl.
Gas passer.
Oh, Lord.
That's a really good one.
The SS Enema.
That's it.
What is it?
The SS Enema.
SS.
Okay. What store do you shop at the most? Go.
Guitar Center.
I would say Publix.
Me too.
Fresco y Mas.
What is it?
By my house. It's Winn-Dixie.
Oh, okay.
They rebranded it, and it's like 2 minutes away from my house.
I'm at Publix.
Publix, yeah. That's
Sub.
I'm
you
gonna,
all know me there.
I'm gonna redo my answer. Gas station. Pump a lot of gas.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
Do a lot of driving around.
Yeah, like my girlfriend lives up here, so I have to come here
that's
once
true.
a week.
Oh God. All right.
No,
Who
she's
is the
such a
most
pain.
Overrated musician.
Overrated? Oh wow. Okay.
oh, no, because this can't be rapid fire. This is something I have to think about. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong.
Overrated music.
Overrated musician. That is a good.
Ed Sheeran and Drake.
No, Drake. I respect Drake.
hate you.
Honestly, yeah. I hate you. So,
I just forgot his name. Yeah.
Song title? Any like? Do you know which?
Danny, you go,
Drawing a blank. I
dude.
feel like a lot of people still deserve like what they do, even if it is like super simple. But Steve Lacy.
Who is that?
That's pretty good.
That's the I wish you knew. I wish you knew you wanted me. They're like really indie.
I don't think I've
annoying.
ever heard
Something bad's about to happen to me. Oh,
I have
really?
no clue.
Good.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi is a
Who's
good one.
that? Do I live in a closet?
Okay.
You don't know Lil
I listened to
Uzi?
this music twice, 2 different times. Both times I got an awful headache while I was listening to it. I'm not even
Sounds
exactly
like I'm not missing
I
much.
would
between
say that
the
like as a joke. Like, oh, this guy's giving me a headache. It's so bad. No, I would literally get a headache.
two. That's
like-
crazy.
I know who we're listening to
That's
in the
some
car.
bangers, though.
Okay,
You have to hear Paradise.
I made up my mind.
Okay.
The Misfits.
Wow.
That's
don't
controversial.
Like, I like
Yeah.
only one Misfits song. Hybrid Moments.
Okay.
It's a beautiful song.
Hanging out with a bunch of uncultured, like, you don't know Misfits?
No, I know the Misfits. Oh, you don't know the Misfits? You're boring.
Some more stuff that you're gonna listen to in the car.
Pretty much.
We just listened to like some
Everything we hate.
Yeah.
What's that genre called?
It was we're listening to gypsy jazz.
Yeah, we were
It's
The entire
it's like
time.
shredding.
jazzing up the car.
While I was asleep in the back seat,
Yeah.
I was listening to Panchico. It's just like a beautiful band. They're coming in to play at Gramps actually in
Okay.
like May, like 28, I think. Sold out. Thank God I got my ticket, but
Thank you, chronically online population of Miami.
yes, I just love that there's losers that exist. Not calling them losers because I'm
including us.
yeah, including us
Wow,
exactly.
Like Manchico is like 4chan core.
Yeah, literally, it's just their story is crazy. Just how they came back up. It's like I don't want to get deep into it, but basically they released this album 1999,
Okay.
gets unheard, comes back 2014. Someone's like, "Oh, I found this album at like a thrift store. Like, can someone like find this for me?" And they like found the band, and they're like, "Yo, everyone loves your music." Like sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So like it goes to show you, just release your
Yeah.
music.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
release it.
If no one likes it now, someone's gonna like it later.
Yeah. That's a great story
Yeah.
for a lot of people to hear.
Yeah. I mean,
Music.
it's inspiring.
Yeah.
Just and especially like if you listen to the music, it's like how did this go unheard of? It's
really good.
It's super good, beautiful.
A lot of the local bands.
Exactly.
Like, how are you still just doing
So
this?
many
Like,
good acts down here.
yeah, there's so many. Like, I tell my friends all the time, like, I can't be the only one interested in what these I call kids what these kids have to offer because they're so talented. And I'm like, short of begging them, you got to come see because you're going to hear something so much better than what you're hearing on the radio. Like, it's amazing. And I just really want everybody to hear, but nobody's listening to me. Hopefully, I've gotten some people to listen, but I've drummed with my ex-boyfriend from elementary school. He's coming to my show.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, still on good terms.
Yes. Elementary school really didn't. Actually, he was middle school, elementary into middle.
A lot of history
Cool
there.
kids are mean, bro.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
the age where you start like really hating people.
Yeah.
It's
Teach them, they're horrible.
I couldn't do it. I could never be a teacher. I'd be someone you'd see on the news killing students or something. Punching them in the face. I can't.
A little
Like in a setting like that where they have to listen to you and they act like they know everything. No, you don't.
Yeah.
I've got news for you. You're dumb. You don't know. I hate that. Like,
and they waste your time like, oh look at this cool thing, and then it's just like them jumping in a circle like
yeah.
that was cool, I guess.
So proud.
I'm telling you. I don't.
All of
It
that.
takes a special person to be a teacher. I'll tell you, and they don't
Oh,
treat
yeah.
teachers nearly as much as they should.
Yes.
All of Danny's students are gonna watch this and hate him now.
Except for like 3 of you. You guys are great. Sure.
And I'm not telling you what 3. You guys can all. It's you.
Say 2 of them.
Now they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
The last
Good thing I'm literally leaving both of those schools. It's for morale.
No, every student in School of Rock's actually really cool.
My daughter teaches drums, and she comes home with some stories too. She's just like, he thinks he sounds good. He won't stop playing. He doesn't listen to anything. I don't even want to teach him anymore. I'm like, oh my God. It's like unbearable for her sometimes with some of them. I don't know how you.
It's yeah.
Bless them. Yeah, teaching drums is it requires a lot of patience.
That one's gotta be the hardest. Cause
Do you?
no man.
Well, technically speaking, right? Like to play the drums, but to like actually instruct a little kid to like not like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a little kid
that's
would.
all they want to do.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
Piano is harder to understand, or things like piano or guitar. I feel like it's
Yeah.
harder to understand.
Like the
But a kid would want to just hit things more. It's
Yeah.
easier for a kid to just start hitting things. than it is
the
for-
instant gratification of the drums compared to like a guitar. Like guitar, you could be strumming it and sound like crap for like a month. Drums, you could do like a boot cat. Like you just literally do hi-hat, snare, like feel accomplished like as a
Yeah.
little kid. So it's like I see why like so many 5 to 8 year olds like I want to play the drums.
Right.
And also just like I don't know, I did an essay a long ass time ago on like drumming and PTSD. It's like really really good for people. It's like people like have a good connection for drumming.
Yeah. I've heard that if you play piano, that you can pretty much play any instrument. Is this a true statement that I've heard? No?
No.
But it is. I think you heard it wrong. I think
Okay.
you heard that wrong.
Or I.
Because what it is that if you play piano, then it's a lot easier to understand the other instruments.
Okay, maybe that's what they said.
A lot of music theory understanding is taught and rooted in using the piano.
Okay.
So if you could visualize the key bed and know your notes and how the orders of notes work there, it's a really easy to translate to other instruments. Or like let's say you learn stuff on a guitar and like you get used to those finger patterns. Like let's say my major scale, right? The do re mi fa sol la ti do is like a specific geometric shape on your left hand, while on the piano it's just like notes in a sequence left to right. So like technically speaking, it's like the barrier to entry, like let's say, is all about the technique at that point once you start learning on piano and have really good like theory.
Right. So are you all multi-instrumentalists or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, Max, do you play?
I play bass and drums.
Yeah, I think we're
You
yeah,
also program music too.
I also,
yeah,
These are all very talented.
yeah. I mean, half of the fun with it, like learning an instrument is like, oh, how can I use this for something else? So it's really cool. Like I can't sit still and like I love guitar, but like after like 2 hours, I'm like, okay, what's the next thing? You know?
Yeah.
I need something else. That's also good because like I feel like every musician wants to like make their own stuff or like a solo project kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
You guys feel that way? Yeah.
generally,
yeah, we all kind of have our own solo stuff,
Really?
or well, solo in the sense of like one of us leads things. Like for example, like Spine is like our three,
all three
like,
of us, yeah.
dedicated stuff right now, other than Stellus, of course. But like he's like a major songwriter in it,
Right.
and different from Danny, where he has like the seriously thing going on, and Leonard produces a lot like for his own stuff.
Right.
And I don't have it recorded, but like I do like my own songwriting stuff. So yeah, I feel like all musicians really kind of almost have a lot of projects going on, and then the like main one.
That's true. Yeah, I guess that's a true statement after you explain it that way to me. Yeah.
It can get boring, like just playing guitar for like every project, you know,
Yeah.
or like singing for every project. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Like my daughter, I love watching her play the drums. She's an incredible drummer, but then she stopped playing drums for so long and started her new thing, singing and playing guitar, which was not as exciting. And so now she was looking up drum sets. She wanted a new drum set. I was so excited. But she's also playing drums for Jeremy Joe Sosa. Jeremy Sosa, Jeremy Joe Sosa, whatever. So she's playing drums for him now. So I'm excited about that because it's I think she plays good drums. She does good with her other thing too, but it's just,
You think she's better at drums?
I just feel like it's when somebody has something,
Don't throw it away.
And it's like she's always been so good at drums, and it's like
They'll always
That's
gravitate
super
back.
valuable though, because like they could record a lot of things on
Yeah.
their own essentially,
Yeah.
and they get a lot of the recording rights, and they essentially just have to hire a band to tour
Yeah.
and play live.
yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's what I always told her. I was like, you never want to just give it up completely. I think that her old band kind of ruined it for her in a way. Like, so
Understand.
she's slowly coming back to it because the girl band where she teaches, the drummer was away, couldn't go to this. They did something for like Relay for Life, and they asked her if she could just go play the drums for it. And so, of course, I went. I didn't even know the band, but I went. They're all students. But she was like, oh, I had so much fun. So that was good. At least she was having fun at it again. But yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's true. It's something that comes full circle in a way. But it's pretty cool that you guys, like you said, you did all the instruments on the one song.
Yeah, that one song was supposed to be kind of like a solo thing. I was
Right.
like, because I kind of make all sorts of stuff,
Right.
like techno, just rap beats, or like rock, punk stuff, just like in my house. But that was just supposed to be like, I was just gonna make it. I had the idea one time, like at like 3 a.m, recorded it, and worked on it until it came out good, and then it was just like a thing like, hey, look, I made this the other day. Look, let me show you, and then it turned into like an actual full scale thing.
Yeah. Well, what's cool is that Leonard and I have been jamming. This is like our fourth band that we've tried.
Well, like official band with a name, 2, because it was Full Lounge.
Yeah,
and,
but I mean,
What was it?
it was-
Pool Lounge?
Full Lounge. Some like
it was an
indie-
attempt.
it was an attempt, but the other 2 members were just like, they're just students.
Okay.
So they're studying and stuff, so they couldn't really make it to many practices. So we're just like,
Me and Leonard, we've been making music since we were like 14, and then
freshman year.
yeah,
Have you
together.
noticed that like your style has changed?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and has it changed together in the same direction?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason. Oh, you go first.
I was gonna say, in a sense, yeah, we kind of like, what's it called? Wow. Yeah, like we grew together, kind of like our music sense. Like we have a lot of like similar tastes, but at the same time, so some of the stuff we like is also like very far out, and it's
Right.
just like something we had to like introduce slowly. Like King Cruel, I showed him King Cruel, and he didn't like it at first. So
Yeah, it's just a popular song. I mean, I feel like every King Cruel fan goes through that
yeah, it's just-
reaction. It's like, oh man, his voice is kind of weird, and then oh,
I don't even know what that is.
oh,
It's probably a fan or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the fans, they're like, oh, are you guys at the stage,
Like,
mama?
maybe we can get on that podcast with them.
Yeah, no,
Video
but
call.
yeah, when I met Leonard, he was like way better at guitar than me, and
Yeah,
made
and
it a
then-
mission.
He made a mission to be better, and he did. And I was just like, okay,
No.
cool. What are you
And
gonna
yeah,
do?
now he's a better songwriter.
I guess in a sense, I think it just all comes down to why'd you put this in my face, Max? Very rude.
Nowhere else to put it.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's just after all-
Creativity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
creativity.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. All right. What's the best compliment you have ever received?
On that O'Malley show, that guy wanted our signature.
yeah. So it's
Signature? You mean your autograph?
like an autograph. Yeah, they
Who
want an
wanted your
autograph. It was just It was just 2 people.
Random
yo,
guy?
like, I mean, we posted the picture of the autograph. And we were just like, he was just like, yo, like, we should like do this. Like, yo, can you guys autograph us? Like, you guys are great. It's just like,
Oh,
I
that's
guess.
exciting.
So it was nice.
Like, do you
That's
have
exciting.
do you have a marker? Like,
Yeah, it made me feel really good.
What did you autograph?
Just spine.
just spine.
No, like what I
Oh, his arm.
forearm, or
his
something.
arm? Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
It's in the band.
That's
Instagram.
exciting.
Someone came up to me and just said, like, you have wonderful bone structure. It was at a 420 show. It was just like really weird. I was like,
Really good one.
thanks. I'm like, and they also like followed it with like, you look like Bo Burnham. I'm like, all right, cool.
You do though.
Oh,
Kind of,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes.
Ever since I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You do. You have a really good presence.
I get that a lot too.
Yeah,
People
you
say
do.
I
Got a
get
good
called
vibe.
Jesus
Yeah.
by the band.
Yeah, no, he does. He has a good vibe. Like I don't think that anybody could be mad at you or upset around you.
Yeah, our manager was like, "Is Jesus coming?" Like, I love Jesus. Like, yeah.
I've been known for a very long time as like a mediator for a lot of people, so I feel like I'm really good at like taming things and keeping things.
That's a good quality to have.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, that Danny's our sleeper cell, man. Like he's actually like such a good support. A lot of people, or I guess like, how do you say this without like offending people? But a lot of people that aren't really into like music, stuff like that. Like as an audience, you look at the keyboardist and you're like, oh, he's not doing anything. You know, it's not that important. But like he's really like without the songs. Like sometimes we jam without like not sometimes like a couple months back when we first started, like he couldn't make it to some of the rehearsals, and it really felt really empty without him. And not only that, like he brings
The spine.
yeah, man. There's no
tailbone, bro.
there's no spine. That's really good. There's no spine without. I feel like most of our members are really like irreplaceable. Like, like it's really like without Danny, like I mean, I wouldn't know who to replace. Same with Max. Like, you know, kid's an incredible drummer, and Cavins is like, I mean, you know, he can't show you right now, but he's a crazy guitarist. Like crazy guitarist. It's super insane. Like ever since I met, I mean, even Danny he studied music, right? Oh, where did you study?
I went to college for music technology at NYU.
Nice.
And you had like guitar classes there? Or
So like actually a lot of the classes there were more focused on like music theory. It was piano. I had actually no guitar classes there.
Oh, wow.
So like a lot of the stuff that I learned guitar was more self-taught through like dissecting that and translating it to my instrument.
Well, that kind of just invalidated. Danny's a really good guitarist. He's been playing guitar for like a really
Since I was 10.
long
Wow,
time.
okay.
And he and I had this conversation with Cavins where we were like, how do you play guitar? And he's like, oh, I just touch random notes. And we were like, what? Like, that's insane. Because, I mean, you just got to hear him when he's coming up with stuff.
You know, it's funny. Like, I feel like a good musician isn't something that you're taught. Like, you may have learned how to play, but you become the musician. And you had mentioned stage presence. It's like you always. That's what makes you such a good musician. I think everything as the package, because you could play a good guitar. If you're boring, you don't have good stage presence, then I don't think that you're like the greatest guitar player or the musician, you know, like, so I think that it's like the whole package. You learn how to do it, and then you add your own, I'd sort of say like flavor to it, you know, like,
Yeah, I mean, stage presence to me, at least, like, I'm very insecure about my guitar skills. Always been, you know, like as a musician, most are. So I think like the way I try to make up for that is like look super insane on stage and try to like do, you know, and that's like a big aspect. Then like looking back at the videos, I was just moving around, but like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like throwing myself. So that's what people really catch, you know, like people want to see people move, you know, not only like just like sit there and play the songs, especially for the type of music that we make, where it's like more aggressive, like fast. I'm sure it's like that's hard to play while moving like that, but definitely adds like a really cool element.
oh, for sure.
I stole it from like all the local bands and King Crow. So
Yep. I was going to say something. Oh, I wanted to tell you, like, if you have like a audience full of me, we would have no idea if you did anything wrong on the guitar. Never.
That's
Never.
the thing that I realized, that people think, or like after shows, they're like, oh, I messed up on this part, I messed up on this part. And then, you know, people will come up to you and be like, oh, that was a great set. Oh, I loved it, whatever. And then, you know, if you mention to them like, oh, I messed up on this part, they're like, oh, I did not even.
Yeah.
Couldn't even,
no one notices.
Nobody
No
pays
one
attention.
notices.
I mean,
For we to
that's
say,
always-
it's your song.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like all those little idiosyncrasies live in your head. They don't like live in their head and their ears. You really got to focus on the energy that you're putting out there and they're giving back to you.
But
Yeah.
if you really like, if you get those and try to like smooth that out and make it better, like I mean, you can just take it to the next level if you really think about it.
Yep.
The only issue is the other musicians. They will notice your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why that's who I'm trying to impress, the other musicians.
You're not trying to impress me? No. Just kidding.
Oh, you're just audience. You're just audience.
So
well, you said it yourself.
Haven't already.
One of the fans, you know.
I would have no clue. Like my nephew came up after my daughter's last show and said, "Oh, the guitarist needs to tune his guitar," and I'm like, "Huh? Like what?" Like it sounded fine to me, but then the next day he said, "It might just be the distortion he had." I said, "I'm pretty sure it was, but it was just." I would have no clue.
It's
no
like
clue at all.
it's like if you love like a certain accent, right?
Mhm.
But they could just say random stuff. You don't even know what they're saying, like in some other language, and you just love listening to it.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it's kind of like that, just because you don't know what's going on, but it sounds funny.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, that's true.
No, that's actually a really good like way to explain music.
It is.
Wow, that's really good.
I thought that was gonna be a hit or miss.
That's really good. That's like I'm thinking about it more and more. I'm like, wow, it's literally another language that you don't understand.
It's
it
true.
Sounds really pretty.
Definitely, I don't understand it, but it sounds good. Yep. That's why I admire it so much, because people can do so many different instruments and then make it sound the way it does. It's just amazing to me.
Yeah, well, a lot of that is just, would you rather choose being broke or or good at music? You know.
Oh, they're the same thing.
I would like to be good at music. Okay, so who inspires you the most in life?
In life.
Probably my dad. I think I said this last time.
Is it your dad?
My dad and my friend Christian. He plays with my sister a lot. He's also a drummer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's always like, I think I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna say the exact like same phrasing that I used in September. Or whatever.
Okay.
Is that I feel like Christian, basically he's always been like a step ahead.
Okay.
Because like he started drums earlier than me, and then I started a little after. But at Live School of Music, we both used to go, and I would like see his private lessons, and he would be like opening the hi-hat or something in a groove, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool! I can't wait to be able to open the hi-hat. Like that's so complex to me. And then I get there, and then he's a little bit ahead now,
Right.
and then it keeps going like that. He's always a little bit more ahead than me, so it's kind of like driving me to get to that point.
So what else do you think you have to learn? Because I think like,
Well, so every once in a while, because what it feels like right now is, I know everything that I know.
right. Yeah.
I don't know anything I don't know. So
Yeah.
at some point,
But is there more to learn? Like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the thing. They're always
what are we going to throw another symbol in or what? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no. So I actually like a week ago or something.
Okay.
I found out about this little technique where you move your stick like across the snare really
okay.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it like hits really fast or something. It's so you can like double the speed of your snare
Okay.
with one hand. So it goes like
Okay.
like
Right.
like that. And now that's what I'm practicing.
And now you
I
know-
just found out
okay.
about that.
All
So
right.
that's something I'm practicing. Things
Okay.
like that. Or different ways to hold the stick, like French grip is like a different mechanism.
Okay.
You can, I keep moving the mic away.
It's okay.
French grip is like a different mechanism, so it helps you like bounce the stick and play differently in like jazz and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
Different stuff. And there's always more ways to learn and more techniques to try
Right.
and stuff to try and perfect.
Right.
And
Okay.
to try different like sounds. Like everybody has their own kind of sound, but you can try to imitate other people.
Right. Who's your favorite drummer?
I have no clue anymore.
No?
I don't know. Up there, Lewis Cole, Jojo Mayer. Those are the ones that come up on the top of my head.
Okay.
Mike
Okay.
Vince from Snazback.
Okay.
Small band, but he's really good. He's really nice. I like the way he plays.
Okay. All right. So,
I would like to say my mom,
okay.
but not in like the way like, oh, like she like keeps pushing me to do it. It's actually the opposite. She wants me to study and be an engineer instead of doing
So
music.
that's pushing you to.
Yeah, it's like, well, I want to do music and I'm gonna prove you wrong. No, she knows. She definitely knows. She, like, when I dropped out of college, I was like, listen, I can't do it anymore. I would just pursue music, because the reason why I didn't study music at all is because there had to be like no matter what program you did, you had to do an audition,
Okay.
and I didn't want to do that. That was just too much work. And it's not that I was like good enough at guitar. It's just like I think it was exactly that. I just didn't think I was good enough at like guitar, like, or any instrument. I was just I was good at certain things on
Right.
each thing that I knew. And what I wanted to study wasn't even like guitar or anything. It was like music production. But in the end, you still had to do it.
Right.
I'm sorry. Is it rude? Can I use the restroom? Dude, I'm dying. Sorry.
What's happening?
Yeah. Here, give the mic to Kevin, sir. Someone that.
Watch your head.
All right.
Will the mic still be connected when you're in the bathroom? Let's set him up here.
You're gonna have to move that in like 2 seconds.
Beautiful. It's fine. But yeah, my like when I told her that, she's like, "Oh, but music is just a hobby. You can't make a living off of that." I'm like, what? We'll see.
So that's what's motivating you to push.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's always been like, let me prove you wrong sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's funny because it's like with other people, that's kind of like not the person I am. It's just, I guess, only like towards my parents, like, oh well, like I'm gonna show you that I
Right.
can do this.
Do they come out to your shows?
They haven't yet, and I probably wouldn't want them to come to our shows.
Really?
It's very well, maybe to one, just like it'd be fun, but I feel like where we're heading towards is kind of like more, I don't want to use this word, but like violent.
Okay.
Like more aggressive. There you go.
Okay.
That's a better word. Not violent, aggressive. Yeah, because people mosh. They did it on a mosh.
Your parents.
No, my parents are not. No. I'm saying our shows. So they really aren't for that. They're more like kind of like a laid back sort of music scene. Like
Yeah.
they're more like just dancing sort of people.
Yeah.
You don't do that at the Spine show. You want to? I mean, if you want to, you sure can. I just couldn't name you a song.
That you could do it too.
But yeah, I mean that's just my mom really. It's really,
Okay.
yeah.
That's nice though.
I mean, I feel like I don't have to think too much about this. I grew up the youngest of 3 brothers. Always looked up to my eldest brother. Didn't have a dad around, so like he was like the one that was like guiding me into music through him just having the cool music gear in his room and me wanting to use it. And then eventually it got to the point where he just like gave up on music, but then I exceeded that and like he starts asking me for music gear questions and stuff like that. So like I feel like now I'm inspiring him.
That's
Because
awesome.
he's like building pedal boards and stuff like that. But yeah, he's just one of the biggest influences in my life because I'm wearing a shirt that used to be his, like, you know. So a lot of this stuff, you know, comes down to having someone who's supportive in music,
Yeah.
right? And my brother was there for me. What about
Cavens.
Cavens.
You wanna add something? Yeah, he's not feeling too good, so he prefers not to speak. It was a long day yesterday.
Jason washing his hands?
Yeah, Jason will be back soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanna.
He's just trying to think of who he's going to answer.
Yeah.
His hands are getting sweaty.
Yeah, look at him. He's in shock. So
I love how the skull has the second layer of teeth. Like this is a child's skeleton.
Here
Yeah, this
and
is
here.
this is not an adult skeleton. This is a child's skeleton.
that's scary.
Oh, that's sick. I never noticed that. That is so morbid. We've got a kid skeleton. That's awful.
They haven't grown their adult teeth yet.
That's crazy. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, we have a kid. Watch.
Don't ask me what I know about dead
What's your
bodies.
We have a kid skeleton. We've determined.
Yeah,
that
you
for
gotta find a new spot. Yeah, no, that was Cavens' seat. Come on.
Bro, you're literally holding Spine together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
So did you figure out who?
Figure out.
My biggest inspiration?
Yeah.
Like in life?
Yep.
There's this really good book I read by this guy called Kazuki Tomokawa. Where he just explains how like it's literally just this book of this guy from like the 70s. He's like this folk artist.
Is it the book that you gave me?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
dude.
called
It's beautiful.
Try Saying You're Alive. And it's like this like folk artist that like it's just like a dude in 70s Japan, and it's literally just him talking about his life. I got winded going up the stairs. Wow.
I get winded going up the stairs all the time. It's horrible.
And it's really cool. Like he talks a lot about like just doing like things that you like doing just because like it's what you like doing. You know, it's stuff that's very basic, but you don't really think about it in your day to day. You know, and he really inspired me to like push myself to like really commit myself to like the artist lifestyle. However pretentious that sounds, it's like if I'm gonna do something, might as well like go like head first.
Exactly.
You know. So yeah, really cool book. It's called Try Saying You're Alive, Kazuki Tomokawa. Really good.
Yeah,
I definitely have to rewatch this to remember that name.
No, yeah, it's so funny too because like when you read the book, it's just some guy talking. That's what it feels like. It's just like he's just like an old guy like talking about his life, like back in the day, like sort of thing. And there's times in the book where it feels boring just because like there's like a whole like, is it like a chapter, like a couple pages of talking about food. It's just like, I like this food because onions, and like it's just like, well, okay, like I guess, but it's still a great book when he talks about like how like his life was and how like growing up as an artist and all like his trials and tribulations.
Yeah, like how he talks a lot about like how art really like inspires people. Like how, for example, like when he got into poetry, like he read he read a stanza, and even though he didn't like know what the words meant or like there wasn't like a deeper like analysis of the poem, it was just words to him. He like felt that, you know? Like he felt like what those words were trying to convey, even though he didn't know what it was. So it's really interesting. Yeah, Kazuki Tomokawa. You can find him on YouTube. There's no Spotify.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's true. There, and there's apparently he was like very popular in Japan, I think. Like, I saw a video of like it was just like him like kind of like one of his concerts or whatever. Couple million views, and it's beautiful. I mean, like I listened to it, I was like, wow. I mean, he wasn't playing. He was like he's very like powerful with his music.
Yeah,
it's like very like
basically screams.
Yeah, but like flamenco stuff. Kind of.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's folk.
It's Japanese folk.
That's it. Yeah, I definitely want to look them up.
Yeah.
I actually, every time I say that, I do look up these things because as I'm editing these things, I'll go and I'll go on my other computer as it's editing, and just because I won't ever. I've already forgotten his name.
Yeah.
But once I hear it again, I'm gonna Google it and look them up. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool story.
Okay, so in closing, what would you say to your fans? What's a message you have for them?
Get out of my driveway.
Oh, Lord.
Stream mode to air, you know, we gotta...
the obvious. Jesus, Kevin.
Stream mode to air, man, and support your local music scene, you know. Keep going out to shows. It's always a good time. It's not good to stay home all day. Just, you know.
Stop gatekeeping.
Stop gatekeeping. That's
exactly. Don't try to hide the art. Just show it to people. Like what's very like common right now is like people will be like, yeah, we'll keep you in mind, and then they'll like announce a show like for like next month, like the 3 shows back to back. It's like, well, yeah, I don't think you kept us in mind, but you know what? It was good to know.
I can tell you from experience, I get so many messages and I'll be like, yeah, you know, and I start a list, my old school list on paper, and then I lose that. And then I start another one, and then I always forget to put someone on that list. So just keep just speaking because I'm that person. Reach out like all the time. Even if they're not announcing a show, just keep reaching out and saying, hey, I reached out a month ago. You know, if you have anything coming up, just because my memory is awful. So like I said, I make these notes, I lose the notes, and it's nothing like personal, or it's not like I highly doubt it's because they don't like your music or anything.
No, yeah.
It's just
gets lost in translation.
Yeah.
And I forget everything.
I've definitely met a couple, I mean, not in the scene or anything like that, but people that love to like gatekeep. Like love to like, oh, I'm not gonna show you because like it's like you gotta be in the know to know, man. Whatever.
Or like, I mean, I don't even think it's like a sort of like lost in translation thing. I think it's just hard to incorporate smaller bands and stuff, try to get them involved, but at the same time, like, it doesn't hurt to try. There's no way you could be that busy. No. But
yeah,
I'm not saying it's like a personal thing. I'm not calling anyone out or anything.
Yeah,
because there's no one really to call out. But still, don't gatekeep. Keep spreading the music, spreading the love.
A lot of good acts that just don't don't know about.
There's
support
so
people
many.
you might not even listen to on the regular,
exactly,
too, because they're working hard to get their craft.
Yeah,
or like one thing that's also common is like a lot of the same bands play with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think what so should be like done more is just more like diversity of bands. Like even if they don't like mesh together, like if you have like an R&B playing and then like the next band is like some punk band, like just do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. I mean, it might hurt, but I mean, it's something to do.
It gets more people to find out about other people.
It makes the exactly.
Yep.
It makes
so true.
Even if they didn't go for your punk rock, somebody is going to be there and like punk rock. So they're going to listen to you.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely right. 100%.
What's your message toward the fans?
Don't do meth and don't do cocaine.
Okay. Everything else is okay? Is that
Well, don't do any of the ones that are highly addictive off the first try. You can try anything, like as long as you don't get addicted to it.
Oh my god. I can't.
Spine.
I don't condone drug usage.
Listen, don't get
Fine
addicted. As long as you won't get addicted, try it like once. I'm fine with that.
Well,
trying to
I
do
am not fine with that.
Don't,
Any of it.
don't listen to Matt. He's 17.
Yeah, I am probably not the person you want to be listening to. So
I am the future.
everything in moderation.
Don't try it.
Don't try hard drugs more than once.
Yeah.
That's his message.
Don't do it more than once. How about
Okay,
you?
fine. No shrooms. That works. Too.
Oh my
and
God.
no LSD.
Oh boy.
Let's see then.
I feel like I wanted to say something in similar to like the no gatekeeping, but I already kind of like blurted it out. You know, be supportive of music acts that are local too. Just even if you're not like the biggest fan of that type of genre of music, because you know we should be doing that so we could have more shows that are more mixed bags, so we could get more fans. If get 8 hours of sleep a night. If you ever feel like you're driving yourself insane, ask yourself, are you sleeping enough?
Yeah. Be on time with your car insurance payments.
That's very important.
Be on time when you're like meeting people because
Yeah, no one likes someone who's not
get
punctual.
there like 15 minutes early.
Yes. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late, right?
That's
I think, I think my parents told me if you're not 10 minutes early, you're late.
We got here a little late, right?
A little bit.
10 minutes late.
Hey, there was a lot of traffic on I
Hey,
and 95.
ETA was 12:15 or 11.
Said we were gonna get there at 11:59, and then
You were on time in my head.
yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at the ETA, and it said 11:59, and then it just changed to like 12:08. So
Lies, man. They
It was a
lied
car
to
crash
you.
or something, I don't know.
I just didn't want to take the express lane. I think that's what it came
Oh.
down. Like you get traffic, mother.
It's fair.
Express lane was pretty backed up too. So.
I don't know. It's pretty elitist to have to pay $10 to
It's crazy.
get there faster,
Already
right?
pay for the car. Already pay for the
Yeah.
gas. Already pay for the
And
insurance.
that you're
told
late
that-
on.
Is it told that they're already paying you, right? When they
Yeah, exactly.
hop on?
That's crazy.
That's
I don't think I've ever been in that express lane.
a 7% tax.
It's fun.
Every time I've been there, it's always accidental. It's just like I'm not paying attention. I'm like, oh crap, I'm stuck here.
Yeah, then
Oh
I'm
my God, I'm right with you. I did that one time, the 595 one, and it wouldn't even let me off in time to get off for my house. I'm like, where the hell am I?
Like you like stuck there for like 2
I
miles.
was stuck. And I was in a hurry.
oh, it's awful.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. So we've got possible merch coming up.
True. Yeah.
Yep.
Possible merch.
When you
Possible
get your
merch.
stickers, I need one for my.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fridge.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's sick. Creature Cage was here?
Yeah, I have had a lot more. I just came up with the idea of putting the stickers on there. So,
Dude, shout out Capo. Capo is an insane
Ooh, that's a
musician.
good band.
yeah, amazing. Yeah,
Good or Gil.
a lot of had a lot more than what's on there. So I'm slowly reaching back out to them, saying, "Hey, I'm coming to the show. Bring a sticker or something," you know.
Yeah, we're planning on giving stickers away for free at
Yeah.
the shows, so.
Yeah.
And then one day, maybe when one of the bands make it big, which I
Hopefully.
I am anticipating someone that has come through my
I
house
think
make it big. Then I'll have them autograph it and I'll just auction off the fridge.
The fridge. Yes.
I think
it's fair.
it's just getting started, man. A lot of, like you said, a lot of these bands down here are really good. Everyone's just waiting for their moment to
Yeah.
kind of blow up. Someone's gonna find it. You know?
I can't say that I have come across a band that I hate locally.
Yeah.
Like everyone is super talented. Some of the music may not be what I like, but I can't take the talent away from them. Like they're
Yeah.
talented. So, hey, I mean, I think that we've got a great scene down here, and I think that so many more bands are coming out. Like I'm excited for seeing what's going to be around next month. You know,
Oh yeah.
Because even like the past 2 months, I've come across so many new bands. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then what I'm starting to see now is a lot of like the bigger bands, as in like the headlining like festival people. They're starting to come down to Miami finally, because that's one thing I've noticed with the past couple like bands that like
like major tours.
like for example Turnstile. The furthest down they went is Orlando, I think, and it's just disappointing. Like, wow, like
Why stop?
Just keep going. Or now King Cruel. Now just most bands now, they're just the furthest they go is Georgia.
King Cruel is coming to Miami?
No, Georgia.
I was about to say.
We're in Atlanta, so
Are we out?
I don't know. Bro, please. No, I'm not.
Perfect for a King Cruel concert. It's all gray and depressing.
No. Yeah, or they could have sunshine and happiness here in Miami.
It's true. Very true.
It's not very King Cruel.
Or a hurricane. You never know.
Or exactly the rain. The rain. Yeah. It's, but it's just really annoying just seeing that. I just really wish more bands came to Miami.
Yeah.
And then every time they do, they're like, why? I think it was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
They came down, and then they were like, one of the first things they said is like, why does no one do shows in Miami? Like, why we got to come here more often?
It's crazy.
It's always a good crowd. It's always very energetic. We're just very responsive people, I guess. And it's just no one wants to come down here. I mean, maybe it's just like a venue thing, or like it's just a price money thing. I don't know.
Like, yeah, I think it's like a logistical thing, because like imagine if like you're doing a tour throughout like the whole entire country, right? Like going down from like a venue in Georgia all the way to Miami
Just to go back
getting out of this state is like another 9-10 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have to basically sacrifice the next day's gig, and most of these people are doing like gig after gig.
Well,
like
what I'm thinking is that they could do like kind of like a U-turn situation where they start off like on the East Coast, like Orlando, Miami, and then come back up and do like Tampa and like.
That's a good idea. They should do that. Like, bro, bring Naples to the map.
Yeah, Naples, of course. Naples is popping. Man.
I don't remember. Imagine like a hard punk show at Fort Myers.
Fort Myers.
It's funny.
There's a few guitar factories out there, actually.
Yeah. No, there's a couple of pretty good venues out there too, that not like venue, like huge venues, but like for a local band to go like tour and do.
Oh yeah.
Florida has a good music scene in general, not just South Florida, but Florida in general.
I had Young Cassidy on last week, and they're going on tour, and one of their stops is a gas station.
Oh, that's awesome.
Texas.
That's awesome.
Isn't it? They're so excited to play there.
Yeah, like me and Amy from Graves, we always joke around like, oh, like, you know, I don't know if you've heard of the song, the band that played at a Denny's or whatever, and then it was like, oh, what's up, Denny's? It was like a hardcore show.
Oh, I didn't.
And they did one in like inside a Denny's, and like we should do one at like a Ray's Pizza. It'll be so like such a like a Miami thing.
La Carreta.
Or like yeah.
I saw this video of somebody doing it at a Subway. It was like hardcore death metal or something at a Subway.
Oh, that's funny. You guys should do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you organize that. That's just
have to reach out to the manager of the restaurant or the.
How many people are gonna say yes?
If you're bringing people in,
maybe. I mean,
yeah.
You get a
surprised
$5 Denny's pancake or something like that. Some
like
like
Grand
coupon.
Slam.
Everyone gets a Grand Slam.
That's funny.
No onions.
That's what it's called, the Grand Slam.
Denny's Grand Slam.
Yeah.
What is up,
Denny's?
And then it's like a parody of a guy like, doing it at the outside of a Sonic.
Yeah, they did it with they did it at a Sonic too. Oh,
It needs fun.
Yeah, I think the scene needs to get more DIY.
Yeah.
At the same time,
places.
I think like
fast food tour.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. But I was thinking how like one of the bigger venues that was supposed to come out of Miami was like the Corner Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So and that got shut down. Like I was there that day, and it was
we were watching Creature Cage that day.
Yeah,
and some other punk bands.
Yeah, and then we like went to the deli to get food because we were hungry. We go on the way back. My friend called me like, "Oh, there's they shut the place down," and I was just like, what?" We walked back, and then there's like a bunch of cop cars. This is like, for what? I mean, like he's paying for like the warehouse. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
It's just like the noise ordinance, the what's allowed in those warehouses and what isn't. And I only know that because I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
So it's like what's zoned for there.
Apparently. It was weird
live
because
music wasn't.
that wasn't the first show that they did there.
Yeah,
It was,
exactly.
Like the
Like, why,
fourth or
like,
something.
why that one? But I mean, whatever. We just got to get by. We just got to find new venues.
Churchill's too.
Churchill's too.
Yes.
Churchill's at
Can I
Jason's
get
house.
Golden Age, you know?
Yeah, like we gotta start doing shows at your house, Jason.
I wish, bro.
I mean,
Okay.
we should just have to.
We got it.
Yeah,
Just get the PA going. That's all.
the
it is.
PA.
Yeah.
Why do you have a lot of space?
Yeah, I have a big backyard. I really want to do it. I really want to. We just got to get everything set up.
And your
Yeah.
parents would be okay with it?
Probably not.
Yeah. No, they won't.
Probably not. I mean,
I can convince them. They're really lax.
Tell them
They-
to charge $10 at the door.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I told them out.
We could split it.
Yeah, no, they have phases where they're either like, yeah, you can go ahead, and sometimes they're like, oh, I don't know. But
I mean, if you don't let if they're worried about the home, don't just tell them everybody's going to go around back.
yeah,
Yeah.
we literally
Side.
have an entrance and everything, so
Yeah.
I
You
think
can
we'll
do
be
it.
able to do it. Maybe for like that Spine live show thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some
That's
big
true.
stuff coming.
big
Oh.
stuff. Big
Once,
stuff.
once we get like our kind of like EP thing or kind of set list released, we wanna do some stuff like a recorded live show or something.
That'll be fun.
I think it'll be really cool.
It would be.
Kind of like a music video. Type.
Yeah, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
That'll
Like-
be fun.
Like, what's that guy who does all the videos for like the punk people, like the hardcore, like Hate Six or whatever?
I think it's-
Yeah, like Hate Six. He just like people like bands will pay him like, yo, just come to our show, record, and then he gets his like team, and then it's just amazing videos.
I know a couple of people that go around. I haven't heard of him though, but a couple that go in video. I'm trying to. It's just driving me crazy. M8. No, can't remember the name. I'll look.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to have a live album like that too, because I feel like no one has done that in the local scene yet. It'd be cool to be like,
So there's a
Style.
guy.
Yeah.
There's a band called The Shake, and there's a guy named Ricky in The Shake, and he started doing that. He had reached out to me to see if he could record my Revolution live show live and release to
Like
like
the
each
video,
band, offer to each band to
yeah,
have the live recording of their set.
wow, that's
It's-
really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, super cool.
That's like one of my goals. Like, I really want to do that.
Yeah. It's and it sounds so good. I always loved, and that people don't do it. Like, but growing up, I always loved live albums.
Yeah,
It's just, you feel like you're there, you know. So I think it's a really good thing. Like when he showed it to me, I was like, oh my god! I grew obsessed immediately. I was like, this is the best idea. I haven't heard this in so long.
It's a really cool way to like re-experience like the music, especially if you can't catch like that artist live, like to experience the way they perform and the energy they have
Exactly.
on a
Yeah.
record. It's really cool.
Yeah, because it's like on a recording, you have like obviously more control of the recording, but now that they're on a live performance, like in front of an audience, like what can they do?
Right. Exactly.
Like how much of the sound from the original recording can they bring into
Yep.
the live? And it's like really nice. Sometimes it sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, again, King Cruel,
King Cruel.
he did a live album called like You Heat Me Up, You Cool Me Down,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just all the songs are just the songs he's already released, but live, him playing it live at a show. And there's one song, Half Man, Half Shark or whatever.
Man, half shark.
Half Shark, and it just sounds better than the original. It's like just things like that like really bring out kind of like the talent of a band.
That was like one of the albums that really inspired this whole like Spine thing in my, like, for me, like the way I try to present myself on stage, and like the kind of like the whole dark thing. Like, it's really like I listened to that live album and I was like, that's like the direction I want to take this band. So it's really cool. Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know. If you don't listen to King Cruel, like anyone out there, like you have to get on that.
Well, listen
So good.
and listen to Spine.
Listen to Spine,
Listen
to air
to
on all streaming
Go
platforms.
to air.
And where
Spine.
can everybody find you guys?
On Instagram,
Instagram,
spine.band.
Okay. Well,
We're also on Bandcamp.
yeah, we just got on Bandcamp. So the music's also free on YouTube and Spotify and SoundCloud. So you don't really have to pay for it. But if you guys want to give us $1, you
Yeah.
can definitely buy the track at Bandcamp, and it's
We'll give us
100%
$1.
yours.
What about like? Are you on Spotify as Spine or is it Spine exclamation point?
Spine exclamation point. You can't.
All caps, Spine exclamation point. We're gonna try to make a banner too.
Yeah, that's
Part of
the-
that.
yeah, it's just hard to find those sort of resources. Like I couldn't name you who makes shirts here.
Yeah.
Like it's especially like I'm a kind of like a quality guy. I kind of like good quality sort of stuff.
And so you can't get that off of custom ink on the internet.
Yeah,
exactly what I was getting at. Or like you can't get like a shitty Gildan or something.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I want quality for at least for the band, at least because if someone doesn't like the design and logo, at least they can say, oh, I mean, this at least the shirt is gonna last me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just use this for like I don't know when I do construction in my house or something.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
She got Carhartt to make her shirts.
No, I don't.
It's not blue collar work.
You could just ask somebody who made their shirts.
That's true.
I have a good shirt guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a lot of different options of shirts and for quality.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool if you could send that our way.
Mhm.
For sure. Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate
you're
that.
welcome. Yep. So do you guys have any final words that you would like to say to anyone watching? And happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Let's go 6'2".
Yo, show the shirt. Show the shirt. The shirt. Final words. Really, just know that the government is spying on you all the time.
They're all spying on you. Just be careful.
Never trust any.
Everything's a psyop.
It's our government drones.
Yeah.
We're all AI generated. This is all fake. We're not even a real band.
Wake up, take the blue pill.
Take the blue pill. No.
Take all the pills. Take all.
Take all the. Go to your grandma's counter.
Sell your grandma's TV.
Yeah.
I can't with you guys.
Oh, thank you for having us.
No, thank you guys for coming. I know it was a drive.
It's always we've
But-
done worse.
Worth it.
Done work.
We went to O'Malley's, you know.
Yeah. An hour and a
You've
half.
been to O'Malley's and you've
I
done it
think,
all.
I think we can handle this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
course.
I really appreciate
You.
you driving up, and I enjoyed you guys.
Thank you.